I know today our class is belongs to the citations and citation indexes. Before going to start, do you have any idea about the citation? Because usually we can say that citation index is a structured list of references in a given collection of the documents that we can say that it's a books, that we can say that it's a, uh, journals, that we can say that reviews, reports, and we can say that some survey reports also we can say that it's a uh, references which we are going to give us. What is the meaning of citations? On what basis they are going to give citation and citation indexes? Do you have any idea about those citations? Anyone? Citations అంటే ఐడియా ఉందా అండి మీకు? ఎవరైనా చెప్పొచ్చు, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదండి. Citation is nothing but if the person author, we can say that the producer, that we can say that the owner of that particular content, when he is going to write on particular book, or when he is going to write an article, we have to refer earlier works. We have to refer earlier works, which we are going to use earlier works. Isn't it either a book, either a journal article, either a newspaper, either a website content, either interviews, or whatever it may be? When we are going to use earlier works, that references, we can say that we have to check whether on what basis he produced that particular article, on what basis he wrote that particular book, on what basis he wrote that particular research article, whether the content is useful to us or not. So on what basis he his result and all those things, how he produced. So that's what, when we are going to write an article, or when we are going to produce a thesis or whatever it may be. So data collection, before going to data collection, review of literature is main important. The review of literature is nothing but earlier who did the work in the same area, that we have to check, isn't it? When we are going to check, when we are going to see, when we are going to cite, just you observe it, what I'm telling you. When we are going to watch earlier works, when we are going to see earlier works, when we are going to use earlier works, that is nothing but the citation of those works. Isn't it? Today I'm doing the work regarding the development of public libraries in India. Is earlier anyone did it on the same area? He produced any article, he produced any book, he produced any dissertation or documentation. If somebody did it, the same thing which we are, as per the recommendation of the so and so person, that we have to cite here, that we have to give acknowledge to them. Without acknowledge, if we are doing like that, means it's a crime. We are using someone works, we have to give acknowledge, we have to give respect them. Then only that is a courtesy, that is the research ethics, academic ethics, that we can say that. Here I think the book they mentioned in the page number 123, references. What actually reference every books references, it's usually who write those particular book, or book title name, publication, edition, which year they published, how many pages you are going to refer it, or place of publication, year of publication, they will mention in the book. And come to the journal article, and title of those particular article, and journal name, value number, issue number, year, how many pages you are going to utilize it. The same thing and a web content, when web content, website link, when you are going to access, that you are supposed to give. The interview also the same thing, which way, when which date you are going to take the interview, all those things you're supposed to mention. And newspaper also, do you have any idea about the newspaper? They have any authentication number for the newspapers? న్యూస్ పేపర్కి ఏమైనా అథెంటికేషన్ నెంబర్ ఉంటుందా అండి? మీరు రెస్పాండ్ కావాలి. నేను ఒక్కనే మాట్లాడుకుంటూ పోతే ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ క్లాస్, ఇట్స్ డెమో.
ఎస్ సార్, ఉంటుంది. రిజిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్ దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది.
ఏముంటుంది?
రిజిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్ దాంట్లో రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అయ్యి ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు?
లైసెన్స్ నంబర్ సార్.
మీరు చెప్పింది కరెక్టే, దాన్ని ఆర్ఎన్ఐ నంబర్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. మీరు అన్నారు కదా,
ఎస్ సార్.
జస్ట్ మీరు అన్నారు కదా రిజిస్టార్ ఆఫ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్
ఎస్ సార్.
ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ నెంబర్ ఆర్ఎన్ఐ నెంబర్ అని చెప్పేసి ఉంటుంది. స్టాండర్డ్ జర్నల్స్ కి, స్టాండర్డ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్ కి, డిడ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ ఆర్ నాట్, హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ వాచింగ్ హిందూ న్యూస్ పేపర్? హిందూ న్యూస్ పేపర్ చూడండి, ఐఎస్ఎస్ఎన్ నెంబర్ ఉంటుంది. దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ స్టాండర్డ్ స్పెసిఫిక్ నెంబర్ ఫర్ ది ఐఎస్ఎస్ఎన్. ఐఎస్బిఎన్, ఐఎస్ఎస్ఎన్ వేటికి ఇస్తారండి?
బుక్స్ అండ్ సీరియల్స్.
బుక్స్ అండ్ సీరియల్స్ అంటే బుక్స్ దేనికి, బుక్స్ కు ఏ నెంబర్ ఇస్తారు, సీరియల్స్ కి ఏ నెంబర్ ఇస్తారు?
బుక్స్ కి ఐఎస్బిఎన్ నెంబర్ ఇస్తారు సార్, సీరియల్స్ కి ఐఎస్ఎస్ఎన్ నెంబర్స్.
Okay, good. The same thing, the standard papers that we can say that, they are going to give the ISSN number for the journals and periodicals, and some standard newspaper, they are allocating the ISSN number also. Here, when we are going to use the reference for that, if the newspaper is having ISSN number, that you have to mention, and title of those particular article, and name of those particular newspaper, that is the reference how you are going to use it. Isn't it? The same thing, we have to give, acknowledge them. We have to give respect them. Somebody did the same work in the same area because I took those work. Then I mentioned when we are going to give the quotation, for that those particular data is belong to the those particular journal article, and the article which is published in so and so journal name, so and so value number, so and so issue number, and so page number, that you have to mention. That means is that that is not your work, that is your not your original work. The work is did someone, and we are giving the citation, we are giving the acknowledge to them, isn't it? That we can say that citation of those particular works. And citation is not a bibliography. Citation is not a like a bibliography, or we can say that a footnotes refers to the earlier work. It is usually called references. It also referred as a cited references. Do you have any idea about the footnote and references, or we can say that bibliography? What is the difference between references and bibliography? What is the between the footnotes and bibliography? See, whenever we are going to use footnote, usually we will give the at the end of that particular page where we referred, the same thing which will give you the end of the page, or we can say that footnote down of that particular page. References is when that particular chapter when ending of that particular chapter we are giving the references. Usually that references that references will reflect the data. You suppose that we are taking the 10 references, the 10 references of data that we have mentioned in our chapter. The footnotes, the each and every paper we are having the done the specific references what we are giving, that we can say that footnotes. But bibliography is different. The total book, or we can say the total chapter which we referred, the following books or following journals or following some references, review reports, or something, survey reports, or that whatever you mentioned is a bibliography. That's what they said, citation is not exactly a reference or a footnote or a bibliography. It's a cited references. Somebody cited references. Somebody used their references. That's what earlier we discussed about the metrics. How many people are cited? How many people are visited? How many people are hit? How many people are used? So that's all our statistics. Based on the statistics only, your work is good. Your academic work is super. Your research work is super, and all those things we are telling. And come to the citation index. Of course, it's a citation. Citation. Really, what purpose we are using citation? Do you have any idea? Citation ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తారంటే citation వల్ల లాభం ఏంటండి? When we are going produce one particular article, when we are going to produce one particular book or report or whatever it may be, the same book or the same article which is referred by this రాసినటువంటి ఆర్టికల్ ఏదైతే ఉండిందో ఆ ఆర్టికల్ so data we used from the so and so, or somebody used for used for the reference purpose. Somebody just they downloaded my article, then somebody referred my article, somebody cited my article, somebody browsed my article, somebody viewed my article. That means number of people utilized, number of people downloaded, number of people accepted, number of people viewed. This all are shows that my article is huge number of people downloaded, our academicians downloaded, our research scholars downloaded, number of people used. That means it shows that your article is a wonderful article, academic article, or a research article. I'll tell you now, come to from other side. Generally we discussed these particular mobile is top, this particular paste is top, this particular cloth is top. On what basis? Number of people utilization, number of people selling, number of product is selling, number of finance, how much of data, how much of the money we are getting. That means it all shows that that particular product is most wanting, demanding. So based on that, we can say that this product is good. This product is standard. This product is the number of people, most of the people are using. The same thing here, here also, whatever the academic works you are producing, whatever the an article you are producing, book or you are producing, see that it shows that a number of people are demanding. Yes, we require. Number of people are eagerly waiting to access your resources. That we can say that citation standard. Your work is standard, isn't it? You take an example of you take any movie or you take any paper article, whatever it may be. When you observe it, sometimes they wrote in Andhra Jyoti newspaper, they wrote in English English newspapers, they wrote in Inadu newspaper. So Ramachandra Guha, you check it, because some people, some percentage of the people eagerly waiting for his article, because his article is wonderful standard. I also cited, you also cited, and somebody also cited, means number of people are viewing, means number of people watching, means that particular article is having some standard. So that's why most of the people are eagerly waiting. Just or otherwise, you can say that when Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi is giving the channel debate, or KCR channel debate, or somebody the famous person, celebrity person is giving the debate. At that time, what happened? Number of viewers are increasing. Viewers are increasing means that content is wonderful. That content is giving a good, most popular content. So how we are useful that citation analysis and usually these particular citation, who quoted and what is the intention, means Popularly, it is known as the one of the famous library and information science professional, Egan Garfield, Institute of Scientific Information. He started in the year of 1960, from the Philadelphia, USA. Whenever he published his paper on academic journal, he divided his citation index into four parts. One is science citation index. Second one is social science citation index. Third one is arts and humanities indexes. I'll tell you once again: science citation index, social science citation index, arts and humanities index. So these three indexes which are comprising in the citation indexes. Citation analysis, that we can say that citation analysis means it's nothing but the other dimension of the bibliometrics. Bibliometrics means earlier we said that whatever the bibliography having an article, or we can say that journal, book, or whatever it may be. How many people cited? Cited is how many means it's comes to the statistics. So again here it's another dimension of the bibliometrics, which studies references, citation, listed publication, published document, and establish the link and the other works and for the researchers and so scientists and those who are produced their articles. For how many people are used, how many people are cited, how many people are viewed, and all those things, it comes under the statistics. That's what's in a citation is nothing but the other dimension of the bibliometrics, isn't it? Either now here we can say that citation counts number of citations received for your work, isn't it? Number of whatever the works you produce, either a book, either an article, either video content, either web content, and whatever you produced, how uh, how many people you cited? The same thing for your work. How many citations, number of citations you received? Citing references, all articles that are cited your work. Because most of the article writers, what they will do is just you check at the end of their article, they will say references. References means whether that particular references, your article, bibliographical details, it is there or not. If number of articles having your reference, your article, the bibliographical details means those particular persons are using your article, and that means they are citing. And citation alert. If somebody, thanks to technology, information communication technology, if my article put into the public domain in the form of that we can say that ResearchGate, that we can say that Google Scholar, that we can say that various domains, just we put into the public domain. If somebody downloaded my article, if somebody viewed my article, if somebody referred my article, it shows that when we are going to just click on that, it will give the alert to us. Me article somebody are using. Your article somebody viewed. Your article somebody referred. So that's what they receive the alerts for the your chosen work. And citation map sometimes also find the related material, shared your citation. So these all are related records. View other records, share references with the chosen works. Sometimes we are searching for the one particular content. You take example of the urban development. We are searching for that. And now we are accessing those particular data, and sometimes it will give the related data, correlated data, urban, suburban, or village development. That particular data also it will give the references. If you are interested, you can use. That means when we are going to use, it will also give the metrics for those particular data. So general impact factor. What is the general impact factor? General impact factor is nothing but the on what basis they will give means how many articles you are producing from your journal, isn't it? How many article you are producing your journal, and average number of citation received, average number of citation received one particular year of your, suppose you take 9 articles published in one particular, or in 250 articles published, 250 articles published one particular journal per a year. Average number of citation received for this all your 250 articles, that we can say that journal impact factor. That's what you can say that when we are going to publish our article, when to publish our article, we will check into whether that particular journal is having citation index, Scopus index, UGC care, whether they have a wonderful impact factor or not. And all those things we have to consider. Then only we will move for the publication of our academic work. See, otherwise, what happened, our work is good. And when we are going to publish, ordinary journal, there is no use for that. Some people, what they will say, your work is normal, but they publish their work in a high standard journal. High standard means here somebody indexed. Somebody, we can say that impact factor or UGC care. That means based on the standards. Again, standards means, or what is the standards mean? They are maintaining some standards, some measurements that they are maintaining. Their scope is good, research style is good, data collection style, and research work style, and all those things they may consider as a standards. If we are maintaining that particular standard, they will publish their article in their particular this thing. Or otherwise, what happened, when we are sending those particular journal, what they will say, sir, your article is not up to the mark, up to our standard. That means your work is not up to the standard. So these all are full implication of the standard of journal. Even the general impact factor also, the same thing. What is the standardization of your particular journal? So based on the journal standardization, we are going to publish our article, our research article, or our academic works in those particular general. Then only we will move for the publication. Otherwise, we are not willing to publish. So here, site score, just we have to check. Impact factor is nothing but you take one particular year impact factor, number of citation received those particular year, article published since 2 years. Here exactly they mentioned 125 page number, impact factor of 2009. They mentioned number of citations in 2009 to how many article published last 2 years. They said 2007 and 2008, and number of articles published in a journal 2007 and 2008. That's what. So based on these multiple these as per these norms, that we are going to say that we have to calculate we have to finalize the general impact factor. And you can say that general impact factor, it is real, or we can say that it is really worthy. Means yes, sometimes what happened, you take up your academic career, or we can say when you are going to face your interview, when you are going to write an examination, all those things, they will ask us, what is your general academic contribution in those particular journal? What is the impact factor of that particular journal? Whether your article is standardized or not, whether your article is published in UGC care, your Scopus index or Science Citation Index, they will ask us what it is. These all our measurements are, we can say that the standardization symbols, isn't it? It's a journal rank, a metric that we can, it reflects the relative or the value of the journal's discipline of the general citation reports. Based on the general citation reports, this particular journal is good, because most of the people in the field of library science, they said why don't you publish your article in the citation index or any UGC care, then only we will accept it for the examination, we'll accept it for the interview. At that time, they will say that why don't you say that these particular journal is good, this particular journal is not up to the mark, based on the rank, number of people demand that we can say that this particular journal rank, this particular journal is producing wonderful content, they are maintaining standard, they are maintaining measures. So journals rank are also important. Average citation per paper, that means average number of citation per paper, which is calculated by the dividing the total number of citation. Hello, hello, hello. వినపడుతుందా అమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's clear, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay. See, these that we can say that average number of citation per paper, and which is calculated by the dividing the total number of citation by the total number of the papers. That means I said the same thing. One paper, how many averagely how many citations are received, which is calculated dividing by the total number of citation for the total number of the paper. That we can say that average citation for the paper. And Krish, that we can say that H index, that highest number of publication of an author that received H or more citation each or other publication, that we can say that you can check, or any academicians or any research scholar, most of the people they are adding their academic data, research data in a Google Scholar or Vidwan databases, and all those things. You can check what is the H index, how they are maintaining, what is the citation, and all those things you can check. Do you have any idea about the Google Scholar, Vidwan, and Shiros, and research gate, and all those things? Do you have any idea, అమ్మా? ఏమైనా ఉండింది ఐడియా మీకు? మీరు చెప్పాలి, ఏదో ఒకటి మాట్లాడుతుండాలి. ఎందుకనంటే
No, sir, we don't have idea.
Yes, sir. I have.
ఓకే, you have an idea?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
Pravalika said no. And somebody, what about remaining people?
Yeah, sir.
No, sir.
Somebody knows,
No,
sir.
sir. No, sir. No.
Because you have to check in the when we are going to use the Google, just you can check Google Scholar is another website. Of course, this is a part and parcel of the Google only. Just you check Google Scholar. What it will means, it give depth and browsing. For that purpose we are going to use. Usually Google Scholar, what it is, if I have a mail ID in the Gmail, and we are going to use, put into my total data, whatever the scholarly information, whatever the academic information, whatever the research paper which I add into the Google Scholar, it will shows that how many people are using my article, how many people are viewed my article, how many people are downloaded my article, or I said that the related articles also, because whatever the article I add in my Google Research Scholar, so I said urban area development articles I added in my Google Scholar ID. They said sometimes related to the other articles also, and village development, suburban development articles also it is coming. If you are interested, you can. That means what it shows, the total academic data you can add, put into your Google Scholar or the Vidwan database or Shiros or someone research gate. Shiros means is nothing but the earlier we used to IRINS, or we can say that Vidwan, whatever the databases which is belongs to the academicians and research scholars or scientists. It's a network between those them. But the implement is started a Shiros. Shiros is nothing but the only the women faculty, that we can say that women academicians, women research scholars, women scientist network that we can say that it's a heroes. Heroes. మీరు ఉమెన్ వాళ్ళు కంపల్సరీ చూడాలి అమ్మా. సి వాట్ ఎవర్ ద బుక్ you know are producing or that you are going to produce, you have to member of that. It's a free open source databases encrypted while they are going to give us. Just you can join today itself, because if me came like one, at least you know prepare a profile of you. What it is actually, it's a network between the researchers, it's a network between the academicians, it's a network between the scholars, it's a network between the scientists. Just that it shows that the standard academicians of those particular field, the standard research scholars of those particular field, they are giving some network between them. Because tomorrow we will knows that when library science Pravalika is the top woman faculty, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I may be a member of that Pravalika. She will knows that other than Pravalika, there are number of people are women faculty, women research scholars, women librarians and scientists are there. Why don't you connect with them and get the information or whatever the required from us? It is a wonderful source of databases, isn't it? You have to and utilize the source which is available around us, with us, and within the field, isn't it? So that purpose, these databases networks are more important. And come to the web of science. Just I spoke to you before going to say that science citation indexes. It's a one of the fine, or we consider refine of, we can say that on that web of science. Web of science is nothing but the web of knowledge. Web of knowledge, and it is produced to earlier Institute of Scientific Information, later Thomson and Returns, the which is later known as a Thomson and Return people, they produced later. Now they are maintained by the Clarivate Analytics. Everyone say that why Web of Science is due to this, your particular your journal is publishing in the Web of Science index based article or science citation index article, means it will give some measures, it will give some standards. Only standard journals, standard articles produced in those particular journal, they will use some indexes. So the Web of Science platform is having approximately 1.4 billion of cited references since the year of 1900 from more than 22,000 journals or by the 3,300 publishers. So these much of standard having for these particular Web of Sciences, and some core collection also he is having. I said earlier we used to said that science citation, social science citation, arts and humanities index, and now this is containing science citation indexes over 8,850 major journals across the 150 disciplines, and social science citation index over 3,200 journals and 55 social sciences disciplines. Arts and humanities citation 1,700 arts and human social sciences journals, 250 scientific social sciences journals it's covering, and emerging source citation indexes it's covering 5,000 journals, and it captures scientific, social sciences, humanities, trends and developments, and high impact literature. The index it includes, see, they given a wonderful statement. The index includes high quality of peer-reviewed publication in regional importance and emerging scientific means. So high quality means quality at what basis? Based on the standards, based on the measurements, that we can say that high quality are peer-reviewed publications of regional importance and scientific fields. That particular academic works are going to citation in emerging source citation index. That type of journals also having 5,000 journals, and book citation index, its indexes 80,000 editorial selected books from the 2005 to present day, and a conference produces also citation index. These multidisciplinary index, it includes 1,80,000 and our conference proceedings from the 1990 onwards. See, these one of the important citation indexes of Web of Sciences in the field of social sciences, arts and humanities index, and emerging source citation index, and the book citation indexes, and the conference proceedings indexes. It replicates that, just a minute, just a minute. So these will help us to citation how the world's standard citation indexes and all those things. At the same time, remaining original collections which we have, Chinese science citation indexes and Russian science citation index and Korean science citation indexes also available in our book. You can check it that these all means these world science citation index will reflect the all sciences, social sciences, and arts and humanities and emergency citation indexes. It all replicates. But comes to the regional wise, Chinese citation index, which is belongs to cited those particular Mandarin languages only, they will did it. Russian also the same thing, and Korean also they will give some like that only. It will reflect that they will give citation for those particular regional languages or regional states information they will cite it. And patent collection. What is the patent collection? Earlier we discussed about the patents. What it will give the derived innovation indexes. See, whatever I said, till now, which are important, that we can say that ISI science citation indexes. Who are the science citation indexes started? Egon Garfield, in which year? And science citation India having how many parts? These all are important questions for your competitive examination. The same thing, derived innovative indexes DII. Also, it's a more than 40 patent issuing authorities. 40 patent issuing authority means it is nothing but the 40 countries patent issuing authorities. User can browse. You can access easily from the patent records of languages and various these particular citation derived innovation indexes. And another one is a data citation indexes. Also, this is based on the quality of research data from topmost repositories of those particular research institutions, or that we can say that topmost repositories of research and development institution in the world. So that data they are going to citation. Here they mentioned insights. Insights is nothing but they analyze of institutional productivity and give the benchmark of those worldwide data which is produced, because one particular institution is producing academic work, one particular institution is producing research work, which is comparing with the world standard institutional output work. And they will analyze it, where we are, how much deficiency is there, how much of that, how much of the standard we required. So that's what insights which help us and which customize the citation data, global metrics, and multi-dimensional profiles on leading research institutions. If when they are comparing with the world standard institutions, where some lacunae is there, they are going to reach their standards of the global metrics, global standards. So for that purpose, and insights are very useful for those things. And another one is general citation reports. When we are going to subscription-based databases, scholarly journals, which provides the evaluation of the journals, that means the citation references. Usually, JCR, these general citation reports will useful to the publishers, and it helps to the researcher identifying the most influential journals for publishing their research work. That we can say that general citation reports. Uh, what just we said earlier, general citation impact factor, general citation rank. These all are part and parcel of the JCR, General Citation Reports. Based on the General Citation Reports, we said that this particular journal is good, this particular journal is standard, this particular journal is having Scopus Index, this particular journal is having UGCK, this particular journal is having Web of Science and Science Citation. That what basis this journal is maintaining some standard. Based on the standard, some institutions are giving some standardization. That is UGCK, University Grants Commission is giving for that. And science Scopus Index, elsewhere people are giving some standard for that. And Web of Science Citation Index means Web of Science people are giving some standard for that. That means they have some standard. So if standard JCR, the General Citation Reports, it will help out to the first one is publisher, second one is author, those who are going to sell their particular product. Because I am producing one particular journal, somebody says that what is your standard of your journal means these many people are citing my journal, these many people are contributing article in my journal, these many people are subscribing, these many standard institutions are subscribing one journal. That means it shows that the citation reports will reflect the standard of those particular journals. So based on that, even researchers, scientists, and academicians also, so number of viewers is there for this particular journal. Number of people are wanting this particular journal. Number of people, more people are using this particular journal. We are also willing to publish our academics works on that particular journal. That we can say that general citation is report is
అన్న
help.
క్లాస్ బోర్డు ఇప్పుడు చూసుకుంటా
Huh?
సార్
Hello?
క్లాస్ రూమ్ బోర్డు హలో
Ah.
సార్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఇట్లా బోర్డు లాగా యూజ్ చేసి చెప్పారా సార్ కొంచెం ఓన్లీ యాడ్ చేస్తుంది కదా
అట్లా చెప్పనీకి రాదా అది రీసెర్చ్. ఏమన్నా క్లాస్ రూమ్ బోర్డు ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే వెన్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ కేటలాగ్ కార్డ్, వెన్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్ ప్రాక్టికల్ ఓన్లీ దట్ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ యాజ్ ఏ క్లాస్ బోర్డ్ యూజ్ చేయడానికి వస్తుంది.
ఓకే సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ
ఇది డిస్క్రిప్టివ్ ఓరియంటెడ్ స్టడీస్ కదా, ఇవి అట్లా చెప్పడానికి రాదు.
ఓన్లీ
ప్రాక్టికల్ ఓరియంటెడ్ అంటే దట్ వీ కెన్ విల్ గివ్ యూ, దట్స్ నాట్ ఎ ఇష్యూ.
ఓకే సార్
మీకు పీపీటీ కావాలంటే యూ డూ వన్ థింగ్, దెర్ ఆర్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపీటీస్ ఆర్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ నెట్, జస్ట్ యూ గో అండ్ చెక్. ఇది మీకు ఇట్స్ ఎ న్యూ సబ్జెక్ట్, ఐ అగ్రీ విత్ దట్. బట్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మీరు రిఫర్ చేయాలి అన్నమాట, క్లాస్ అయిపోగానే రిఫర్ చేయాలి. ఈవెన్ మీకు సైటేషన్ అన్నా కానీ లేకపోతే ఇవన్నా కానీ అంత నేను చెప్పినంత మాత్రాన మీకు ఈజీగా అర్థం కాదు. ఫస్ట్ మీరు తప్పేం లేదు, మీరు నేను చెప్పిన తర్వాత బుక్ తీసి చదవండి. సైటేషన్ అంటే ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ మీరు రాసినటువంటి ఆర్టికల్ని కానీ లేకపోతే ఒక రాసినటువంటి ఆర్టికల్ని కానీ ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ దాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకున్నారు ఆఫ్ దేర్ వర్క్, రీసెర్చ్ వర్క్ లో ఉపయోగించుకున్నారు ఒక సైటెడ్, ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ చూస్తున్నారు ఇంకో సైటెడ్, ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసినారు ఇంకో సైటేషన్, ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ హిట్ అంటే జస్ట్ దాన్ని టచ్ చేసినారు 4-5 సైటేషన్లు, ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ దే ఆర్ యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ దెన్ సోషల్ వర్క్ అంటే సోషల్ మీడియాలో ఎంతమంది పీపుల్ దే ఉపయోగించుకున్నారు. అంటే ప్రతిదీ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద వర్క్ యు ఆర్ యాడింగ్ ఇన్ టు ది పబ్లిక్ డొమైన్, ఎవరు ఎంతమంది ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారు, ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారు, ఏ టైంలో ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారు, రిలేటెడ్ ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారా, వేరే చోట ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారా, ఎంతమంది డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు, ప్రతిదీ స్టాటిస్టిక్స్. సైటేషన్ అంటే ఎవరైనా మీ వర్క్ ను ఉపయోగించుకుంటే దాన్ని సైటేషన్ అని అంటారు. ఇవన్నీ తెలుగు అంటే ఇట్లా కూడా తెలుగులో కూడా రాదు. ఎట్లా వస్తుందంటే మీ పరిశోధన పత్రాన్ని వేరే వాళ్ళు కనుక ఏం ఉపయోగించుకుంటారు? ఫార్ దేర్ అకాడమిక్ వర్క్స్, ఫార్ దేర్ రీసెర్చ్ వర్క్, ఫార్ దేర్ writing an article purpose. See, this is totally those who are field of those particular area, they can understand easily. మీకు ఆర్టికల్ రాయడం వస్తే, పుస్తకం రాయడం వస్తే, రీసెర్చ్ అంటే ఏం తెలుస్తుంది, సినాప్సిస్ ఎట్లా రాయాలి, అండ్ మెథడాలజీ, వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మెథడాలజీ, యాక్చువల్లీ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రివ్యూ ఆఫ్ లిటరేచర్, what it is data, what is need of the study, what is the reference. Then I said difference between, nobody will tell us what is the meaning of footnote, what is the meaning of references, what is the meaning of bibliography. Also I discussed. ఏం లేదు, రిఫరెన్సెస్ అంటే మీరు రాసినటువంటి పుస్తకం కానీ ఆర్టికల్ కానీ ఆ చాప్టర్ వెనకాల ఉండేటువంటి వాటిని రిఫరెన్సెస్ అంటారు. అంటే ద ఫాలోయింగ్ బుక్స్ నేను రిఫర్ చేసినాను, ఆ వెనక చాప్టర్ వెనకాల ఉన్న పుస్తకాలు నేను చదువుకొని నేను ఈ ఆర్టికల్ రాస్తున్నాను. నా సొంత ఇన్పుట్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి, బట్ నేను ఐ ఆల్సో రిఫర్డ్ దీస్ రిఫరెన్సెస్. ఫుట్ నోట్స్ అంటే ఒక పేజీ కింద మనం ఈ పేజీలో నేను ఈ ఫాలోయింగ్ ఒక ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు నేను రిఫర్ చేసినాను, ఐ సైటెడ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ మెంబర్స్ అని చెప్పేసి ఆ పేజీ కింద mention. బిబ్లోగ్రఫీ అంటే ద టోటల్ బుక్, ఆ టోటల్ చాప్టర్స్ వెనకాల ద ఫాలోయింగ్ బుక్స్ ఐ రెడ్, ద ఫాలోయింగ్ జర్నల్స్ ఐ యూస్డ్, దాట్ వీ కెన్ సే దట్ ఇట్స్ ఎ బిబ్లోగ్రఫీ. అంటే నేనేమైనా స్పీడ్ చెప్తున్నానా ఎట్లా మీకు అంటే అంటే ఈ ఏరియాలో మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందా, ఐడియా లేదా?
No, sir.
ఉంది సార్.
అయితే ఇది అయితే కొందరికి ఏంటంటే రీసెర్చ్ కదా కొంచెం బిట్ డిఫికల్టీ, బట్ ఇట్స్ ఏ వండర్ఫుల్ అండ్ స్వీట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇఫ్ వి నోస్. తెలవకపోతే ఏదైనా ఇబ్బంది, తెలిస్తే మాత్రం ఇట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ సబ్జెక్ట్, ఇది చాలా బాగుంటుంది, యూ కెన్ ఎంజాయ్ ఇట్. మీరు రేపు ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్ లో యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ ది పిహెచ్డి, యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ అన్ ఆర్టికల్, యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ ది హైయర్ స్టడీస్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి. దిస్ రీసెర్చ్ ఈస్ మోర్ అండ్ మోర్ వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్. ఐల్ టెల్ యూ టుడే. ఎంతమంది న్యూస్ పేపర్ చూసారు ఈరోజు? నేను ఈరోజు ఎన్ని విషయాలు చెప్పినా అంటే, మీకు న్యూస్ పేపర్కి ఐఎస్ఎస్ అని ఉంటుందని ఎవరికి తెలియదు, ఒక 2-3 పేపర్లకు స్టాండర్డ్ పేపర్లకు మాత్రం ఉంటుంది. మీరు హిందూ న్యూస్ పేపర్ తీసి చూడండి, ఐఎస్ఎస్ నెంబర్ ఉంటుంది. ఎడిటోరియల్ చెప్పినాను, ఎడిటోరియల్ ఎట్లా రాస్తారని చెప్పాను. ఆ రిఫరెన్స్ న్యూస్ పేపర్కి యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏ రోజు ఏం టాపిక్ వచ్చింది, ఈ రోజు టాపిక్, దాని తర్వాత న్యూస్ పేపరు, దాని తర్వాత ఇష్యూ నెంబరు, వాల్యూ నెంబరు, దాని తర్వాత ఇవి అండ్ ఏ డేట్ వచ్చింది, ఇయర్ వచ్చింది అని చెప్పేసి రాసాను. అంటే రిఫరెన్స్ స్టైల్ బుక్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, సహజంగా ఎవరు కూడా బుక్ జర్నల్ మాత్రం తెలుస్తుంది. న్యూస్ పేపర్ నోబడి విల్ టీచ్ యూ, అండ్ వెబ్ కాంటెంట్ నోబడి విల్ టీచ్ యూ, ఇంటర్వ్యూ నోబడి విల్ టీచ్ యూ. that you learn today, but you are applying means అంటే మీరు రీసెర్చ్ చేసేటప్పుడు యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు అప్లై ఇట్. ఒక చూడండి, ఎందుకంటే న్యూస్ పేపర్ అంటే న్యూస్ పేపర్ కూడా ఐఎస్ఎస్ అని ఉంటుందని మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందా అండి? వాల్యూ నెంబర్, ఇష్యూ నెంబర్ ఉంటుందని.
లేదు.
కానీ మీరు చూడండి, అంటే కొన్ని స్టాండర్డ్ వాటికి ఉంటుంది. బికాస్ వెన్ ఐ వర్క్ విత్
SSN call number, book number, sir.
అదే when you are going to do the practical work, it will knows. Because I worked, because I too don't know. When before I trained in the National Institute of Fashion Technology, my boss said that can you check in the Hindu newspaper? No, yes, said mentioned remaining newspaper, they don't have value number, issue number. That particular Hindu newspaper is having value number, issue number. What it is means, it's having some standard, they are maintaining some standard. That's what you said. Many people, they said Hindu newspaper is good. Hindu newspaper is good means what it is, they are maintaining some standard, they are maintaining some measures, the standards, that measures which reach to this society, which reach to the users. ఆ యూజర్స్ కు రీచ్ అయినప్పుడే కదా ఇది గుడ్, ఇది బ్యాడ్, లేకపోతే ఈ స్టాండర్డ్ అని ఎట్లా చెప్పగలుగుతాం మనం? టుడే వీఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ ఏ వండర్ఫుల్ యాపిల్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్, లేకపోతే సంబడి యూజింగ్, బికాస్ ఎందుకు అనంటే most of the people, the features is good, most of the people are using, most of the people really encouraging to utilize it, all those things based on the standards కదా. స్టాండర్డ్స్ ఆధారంగా చేసుకుని దిస్ ఇస్ గుడ్, దిస్ ఇస్ బ్యాడ్ అంటాం కదా. ద సేమ్ థింగ్ జర్నల్ అయినా, ఆర్టికల్ అయినా, రిసోర్సెస్ అయినా, రీసెర్చర్ అయినా, దేనైనా సరే యూటిలైజేషన్ బేస్ చేసుకొని ఉంటుంది. సో another one is converies. The converies is nothing but then I said the total teaching and researchers and scientists of professionals profiles completely up to date of those particular profiles and put into the analytical reports of those particular analytical reports means see because you take example of the Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. How many LIS professionals teachers are there? How many LIS scientists are there? How many LIS professionals are working that? Why don't you create a network between them and you take the analytical report? How many people are producing papers? How many people are writing books? How many people are producing PPT? How many people are giving the talks and all those things? You prepare a report, and such type of reports are also we have to maintain for the uh, purpose of those who are standard, those who are what they are field and how they're active in those particular field. These particular information also it is very important to us. And end notes really we are using for the reference purpose. Uh, Formatting the particular bibliography. Um, Bibliography. See, where we are really we use, usually many people said that ICT are more useful to in all the fields, just like research also is like that. See, when we are writing an article, when we are writing a PhD thesis, you observe it. Last references or bibliographies are and 200, 300 if we supposed to put it. What we have to do is most of the people they are manually doing whatever the references you are collecting from the one people are maintaining API style, one people are maintaining MLA style, one people are maintaining Veronica style, various styles they are maintaining. So IEEE styles, the various styles of references they are maintaining. All the references you can collect it, you select it and put into the with the use of EndNote software. Just you add it and you ask them, it will give the APS style. What it is APS style means it will come first author in the bracket it will give the year and title of those particular article, next the comma journal name, full stop and value number, issue number and page numbers. Some standards they are maintaining. So that's what EndNotes is helping to the researchers and scientists for automatically preparing for the or formatting for the and a bibliographical are sometimes finding the full text articles of these EndNote will helpful to the library professionals and simultaneously research scholars and scientists. It can be accessed from the any computer institutions. That reference can be organized in the systematic order and put into the whatever the one system they are maintaining, API style or you can say that MLA, Vancouver or IEEE, whatever the styles they are maintaining, the same thing which will give you automatically in a systematical order. Another one is essential of science indicators. Um, highly cited papers, hard papers, highly cited researchers means so highly cited paper the selected from the most uh, uh, top last 10 years of the data reflecting the top 1% of the paper, we can say that publication year. Hard papers means it is nothing but the top 0.1 in currently bi-monthly period selecting the each field of the science. It must be published in the last 2 years data they may consider that it's based on the top papers that we can consider and highly cited researcher that means whatever the data we are produced, that whatever the academic works which we produced, the researchers represent the top 1% of the articles of articles in each essential science and its indicators in categories that based on that highly cited researchers. That means what it is Science indicators means highly cited papers. How many these papers are citing number of people, and these paper are very in a demand, that we can say the hot papers, highly cited researchers. These particular researchers, academicians or scientists are producing academic works is very useful, very demandable, that we can say that, highly cited researchers. I'll tell you here one thing. Earlier we used to Harry Potter books, whatever the books which we are producing, within the 24 hours or within the 10 hours, within the 2 hours, within the 5 hours, this much of sales happened. That means shows that it like top most selling book, and simultaneously hard book, many of the people they used, and highly they referred many people. This all that reflects that number of people are using, number of people are citing, number of copies are selling, and that's what they said. Hard papers, highly cited papers, highly cited researchers. That all these all are comes under the utilization, demand. Based on that only we can decide it. Scopus index, that's I said, what is the Scopus index, and the Elsevier people are bibliographical database published in a Elsevier peer reviewed literature citation. As of now, the database covers 64 million records, or more than 21,500 peer reviewed journals, and 1,30,000 plus book series. It includes the monograph, cited, edited volumes, reference. That's what I said. And cited books for who? Cited for the whom? For the books, for the journals, for the conference proceedings, and videos and all those things we can cited. In the medical sciences also, he's having a wonderful collection. Social sciences and arts, and they're having 5,000 publishers all over the world, and the data includes nearly 40 million records. These all are given the information about the Science Citation Index. Another one is the SGR, Chicago Journal Country Rank, and another thing is the Elsevier Saibal, because the whatever the citations databases I'm telling regarding open softwares, I'm telling EndNote, Scopus Index, Saival, HJR Chicago General Country Rank, and the Indian Citation Index. These are very important. They will ask the question in future in the Elsevier, what are the softwares are producing, EndNote who are producing, or that we can say that um, uh, SGR, Chicago General Country Rank. They may be asked about the abbreviations also. So that you have to aware of those things which are important in this particular class. Saival is also from the Elsevier. It offers the quick and easy access to the research performances. Nearly 8,500 research institutions of 2020 countries, which and all over the world, whatever the works of those particular institutions, of their research scholars and scientists, of their performances, and their works, which are belongs to the standardizations and all those things you may find in the Elsevier Saival and Indian Citation Index. This ICA is developed by the Knowledge Foundation and supported by the Diva Enterprises Private Limited. Of course, these Indian people also scholarly, 1,000 top Indian scholarly journals in all disciplines of the knowledge, and their facilities, how they are producing the work, what are their standardization, on what basis, how many people is cited metrics, and all those things they may consider under the Indian Citation Index. Another thing is, Google Scholar, just I said you, because it's a free open source, anyone can access. I said regarding um, whatever the related work which somebody is citing or somebody downloaded, at everything you can know by the citation alert and the citation download and all those things. Better you can also join in a Google Scholar. It's a wonderful open source database. You can use it. And CiteSeerX also, it is also one of the wonderful search engine, and a digital library for the scientific and academic paper. You can add it, especially in the computer science. These developed by the Pennsylvania State University. This is used for the academic purpose usually, and later autonomous citation indexes, literature, and all those things. You can add it. Usually, it will gives the resources such as algorithms, data, metadata, services, techniques. So it will reflect on the site seed X. Some journals having site seed X indexes, Google Scholar indexes, and Indian Science Citation indexes, and some indexes will be reflect that standards. So the same thing with the citation indexes, advantages, disadvantages. Also, it is there. Advantages means based on the citation, we can say that these particular institution are producing wonderful article with the um, standardization. And simultaneously, the producer, either academician or researcher, scholar or institution name will highlighting, and the standard will improve. Institutions and research scholars, and also something it will give the respect in the society as a scientist, as a field of those particular field. Uh, and no disadvantage mainly I can say that all the standard papers may not put into the online domain. Then if the person is not put into the public domain, not put into the public domain, so if the paper is not standard, so we can't say. So that's why most of the people are today they are putting their works into the public domain. So some people, some not. 80% of the people are adding their works in the academic works. Even the remaining 20% of the data also may be standard, but they are not interested to add in the public domain. So based on the conclusion, we can say we could not say that these remaining 20% they don't have an standard journal. Though they are not citing, they are not getting any metrics, they are not getting any online metrics. Though some manual references citations are also is going on. So most of the advantages are there for the citation indexes. Easily we can know now national wide or international wide our name and say our academic institution, our personal profile also will build as per the global standards. When we are going to put a network between our particular discipline, automatically we will know that this is our community, this is our library science community. How many top persons are there? How many people are producing articles, books, journals? What is their standard, and how we are going to reach for that? Whether we are, and what is the lacuna, and when we are going to reach? What are the methods they are going to use to publish their article? And why don't we use? So all the things we can use by the these particular citation. So as per the changing scenario of information communication technology, we means library and information science professionals are also supposed to change their work in the field of information communication technology. Now come to the big data. What is big data? The concept and definitions means today in the present day society, most of the engineering students are taking their courses in the field of most popular courses are big data, blockchain technology, cloud computing, or we can say that artificial intelligence, just like we are telling. So, what is the connectivity between the library science and big data? So now we are going to know what is the meaning of big data. Big data అంటే ఏమన్నా తెలుసా అండి మీకు?
It's a lot of data, sir, which is available
Huh?
from internet, lot of data.
Which is
No, sir.
available from the internet. We can say that is a big data. Then
And maybe it is contain more and more data. which you cannot be used while using it maybe makes you to confuse the data. That means because it is contain more and more valuable sort of data.
Okay. See,
and
uh,
we sometimes, but because of this more data, we cannot we unable to collect that such type of the data, which is available in the form of large trillions in the number of the bytes.
oh, great. Next. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకెవరైనా నేను చెప్పేది అర్థమవుతుందా అండి మీకు?
ఎస్ సార్.
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్. కొద్దిగా స్పీడ్ కొద్దిగా తగ్గించండి సార్ ప్లీజ్.
ఓకే. English is comfortable or Telugu is comfortable? Which language communication is important?
English is comfortable, sir.
Okay, that's good. Usually, big data means, you said that it's a good thing. Sir, there are enormous data is producing day by day from the social media, from the internet, from the writing the papers, articles, and books, and even when we are talking with you, this is also data which we are producing. How we are going to organize this data, unstructured, that we can say that this the data, unstructured, unorganized data which is available in the society. How you are going to?
హలో
మాట్లాడుతుంది ఎవరు
మాట్లాడారు. మ్యూట్ చేయండి.
సారీ.
Using SQL, sir.
Structured, unstructured data also.
Yeah, that's what, see, when we are going to, or how can you say that this is a structure? There are, we said that, that's what, there is a volume of information is available, variety of information is available, velocity of information available, veracity of information available. Such data with the help of, you said, somebody said, various languages, with the help of that, we can organize it, that data, isn't it? See, this data, usually we can say that, what is the fine structure of the data? Fine structure of the data?
RTBMS, sir.
No, I'm telling about the fine structure of the data. Data, see, when you said that, raw data. Is it
Relational
raw
data.
data? See, what I am telling is, data is raw data. When it is finalizing or refining, that last it will comes to the data,
Information.
data, information, and knowledge. The fine one is knowledge. This data, how it is informating, how it will be, knowledge means, the data, structured or unstructured or unorganized, how we are going to these particular big data into the organized or in a structured. Thus data is also is having qualitative information or quantitative information, or which contain the information which is belongs to the text and photographs, audios, videos, and enormous data which we are producing in society every day. Of course, you said, the statistical tools which we are using with the SPSS, MS Excel, this Strata, or somebody said that SQL language we can use and segregate it up. Okay, with that, with the help of that, we can segregate the data, structure the data, and organize the data. But these particular data, these high volume, high velocity, high variety of the information, that we can say that now this data, cost effective data, how we are going to process it? Yes, excellently, you said, with the use of SQL language, you can organize it. But how you are going to process? Process means here the total volume of the information, how you are going to aggregate it and who
Implement.
really required those particular data. I am belongs to library science. I need only library science. You belongs to MBA. I mean management. You need only particular management information. And somebody needs medical information. So that's medical information. How you are going to and segregate it, isn't it? So what are the tools you are going to use? What are the method you are going to applicable for that? So that's what say that in Adobe and all those things, some tools are there. The total data, how we are going to data sets, divide into some disciplines, divide into the some subject wise, divide into the some regional geographical wise, and we will segregate it. Today you can check into the Google or any search engine, the enormous of the data is available. Just you put library and information science, you type it, you input it, what it is, in the total, the crores of the information, terabytes, trillions of the information you said. Why within the seconds it will come to library and the information science data will reflect it. That means this total particular data is organized, structured with applications of some tools. What are the tools? Means it's a part and parcel of the big data, Hadoop and all those things it is there. But these particular big data, where really we said that to conventional how they maintain. Now today how we are maintaining. Conventional what they plant. Conventional means traditional. ఇంత బిగ్ డాటా ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది కదా, హౌ దే మెయింటైన్డ్ ఎర్లియర్, మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందా అండి? ఇప్పుడు ఇంత బిగ్ డాటా ఎర్లియర్ మనం మెన్షన్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతా ఉంది. యూ టేక్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ ది నలంద, తక్షశిల, లేకపోతే ఉస్మానియా, లేకపోతే న్యూ ఢిల్లీ, వేరియస్ టాప్ మోస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఆర్ దేర్. హౌ దే ఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ ఎర్లియర్ ట్రెడిషనల్లీ. Traditional method they used by the, I said, we are today in the smart world, we are using with the various tools. We said that, we are using Adobe, or we can say that various tools we are using, and we are segregating, and we are divided into the data sets, and the data sets which is belongs to the each and every discipline that we are accessing. But earlier they used to maintain in the physical form the data which they produced in the physical form with the subject wise, with the that's what we'll say that producer wise. Producer means author wise, that we can say that this particular data is belongs to this particular data which they are having in the physical form. They put into the racks and subject wise and all those things they mentioned. These particular now with the user generated content, or social media content, or purposefully generated content, this sensor content, these data how we are going to generate means to vary. It's a very how to store it, to fast it. This present situation, earlier the data was generated is very less. Now today with the help of, I said, when we are talking with you with the social media, with the mobile phones, with the internet, with the now telegrams and all those things, we are producing wonderful data, huge data. How this data we supposed to store? One important task, one is store. Another one, how far too fast to provide the resources to the users. Whether when we are going to provide the resources, this data, how dynamic means how far this content is qualitative, and with application of which format you are going to view. You are going to view online, offline, PDF format, or JPG format, or image format. which format you are going to give. Are too complex of data, that means these much of bunch data, how we are going to give. See, these meaningful, insightful forms with the advent of the technology. Before going to start that, they given a wonderful one particular table. It is there in the 140 data size and storage. How traditionally you maintain, and big data. What is the big data? And data structure, data schema, data architecture, data relationship, data accuracy. One thing is right, we can say that big data is very the volume of information is providing geographically and whatever the information. With the help of the big data, we can with the help of the tools, big data tools, that we can provide the too fast, too dynamically, uh, to exactly what they required, which format they required, with the complexity of the data that we can provide. That's what the comparative statement they given in the page number 140. Data size and storage. It can normally stored in the gigabytes, terabytes form of the data only. But bigger data, the big data, it can store hundreds of the terabytes and petabytes and zettabytes of the data in the even more. Not earlier we used to traditional data. I said giga and terabytes. Here they mentioned only hundreds of the terabytes, petabytes, zettabytes. The data, even more data also we can store in the big data. And data structure, it consists only structured data, fixed format in the fields. But big data, it is not like that. Earlier we said that traditional data, only Excel sheet we can maintain in those particular data, or we can say that MS Office or MS Word only data. But it is not like that in the big data. It consists of structured, semi-structured, unstructured, and multi-structured, and other mixture of all structures. Mixture of all structures means the data may contain in the physical form. The data may contain in the word form. The data will contain in the picture form, video form, or the PPTs and all those things. These particular data also we can. This is maintained by the big data. And data schema, the statistic nature data cannot be changed once. If we stored or if we enter the traditional word, we cannot change. But it is a big data means dynamic in nature, and any schema can stored and we can used. And big data stored in a raw format also. And the schema is applied whenever the data is to read, whenever the data is to change, whenever the data is to download, whenever the data is which format they required. With the help of the schema, we can download, we can use it with the big data. Data architecture also, data relationship, and data accuracy, and all those things. How this big data is helping to the present library science scenario or general scenario. We can say that here they mentioned value means number of data in the field of agriculture, in the field of library science, in the field of geographical. How much of the data, how much volume, how much of the data we are producing. Velocity means a huge volume of the information from the pictures, videos, unstructured text, and generative through the social media, scientific media, transaction, and online gaming. All that we can say that velocity and a variety of the information. Just I say that geospatial data, 3 data, audio, video, unstructured, and the text, log, PDF, and these we can say that variety of the data that we can say that another one is visualization of the data. It refers to visual graphs and charts, graph reports, and all those things. It's come the visualization. Volatility means it's how long this data is validity. Sometimes we can say that when we are producing one particular, you take example of the um, Picasso. Earlier Picasso, one of the wonderful website, whatever the pictures we can add in those particular Picasso database. Now the Picasso database is defunct. What happened? How we are going to access it? Because they said before going to defunct, they said they mentioned before 6 months to all the customers. They said we are going to cancelizing our websites, only you can download our your resources, which is available in our databases. The same thing, the volatility means how long this particular data is valid, how data we are stored in those particular database are also important, and also validity that all the data is validity. Some data is only validity and some data is only useful. Some data is only making some policy, and remaining data may not helpful to the present day. And these data now where we are using means, you take example of the agricultural, health science, and pharmaceutical sciences, and weather and forecasting, and this data, big data is working enormous. We can say that, with the help of the Cloudera, with the help of the talent, with the help of the Apache Spark, with the help of the Apache Hadoop. These are the tools which they are maintaining big data with the bifurcation of the data sets, with the divide into the data sets, with the divide into the subject wise, discipline wise, with the help of these particular tools, Cloudera and Talent and Apache Spark, Apache Hadoop. These are the tools, and the data cleaning tools also important, because the data which we are producing enormous. We said, what about the required information, we can get it. Whatever the unrequired information, what we have to do, we have to clean it with the open refine and data cleaner. These are one of the powerful tools to clean the unnecessary data of which the data producing from the one format to another format, when we are going to transfer it, remaining the unfiltered information also it is available, that we can clean it. And data cleaner also, just you check in your systems also, many people, those who are in the having bit little knowledge of the IT, they mention in your systems and laptops data cleaner software, they will add it. Why? Because unnecessary data automatically it will clean. Unnecessarily, that means it is taking a space for those particular files, so automatically it will delete it. So data analysis, data mining. What is the data mining? Is nothing but this is a with the help of the IBM SPSS and Oracle data mining, and Kaggle, another is a big data world. We can say that it's a organization, researcher, data analyst, post their data, statistical or analysis their data. It will automatically organize by the structure wise. It will create automatically the data which is belongs to the visualized data, or statistical data, or analytical data. It will automatically divided by the with the Kaggle, just like in Oracle data mining and the data SPSS. These all are will help. These tools will help to the data, how they are segregating and dividing, and all those things will help us. Even data visualization also, Tableau and Lumify and Plotly. These tools which help the and no need to programming the skills to create the maps, charts, scatters, plots, and the business sites and all those things. Just you go into the Tableau. You can check in this big world, in this big data. Just you ask whatever the visual requirements you need. Mona Lisa, you need any woman, wonderful lady, or any nature picture, you can access from these particular tools, because these tools will help to reach whatever the requirement in the field of visualization. These all are free only, no need to pay for that. Lumify and Plotly and data integrates. Of course, this is open source. It is there, and also Premier also it is there. Data integration, Pantalaho, and another one is R, and important because these will help to these are the tools, how they are helping, and all those things. It's open source. Anyone can access, anyone can utilize it.
సార్ టైం అయిపోయింది సార్.
ఒక్కటి నిమిషంలో కథం చేస్తా, ఓన్లీ 1 minute. And important because రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇంకోటి అనదర్ వన్ ఇస్ ఇన్ ద ఫీల్డ్ ఆఫ్ లైబ్రరీ సైన్స్, డేటా క్యూరేషన్, డేటా ఫార్మాటింగ్, and adding license, visualization and sharing the data storage and backup means data curation means with the help of the webmetrics, how data you know uh, usually for the gathering and cleaning and organizing and analyzing the data with the help of the web, large scale of the data with the help of the data curation. How we are curating is nothing but with the help of the webmetric, how the data we are analyzing. Another one is the data formatting, whatever the data which we are having, which formatting you required, PDF, HTML, XML, XML, or in a video format, they mentioned MPG, ABI, JPG, which format you required. Also as per the requirements we can change. And adding license data, visualization of the data literacy. See, these all are helping to the library science professionals, how the common people, how the researcher, how the scientist is going to require the information. With help of these tools we can say that we will provide the information to the researcher, academicians and research scholars. So big data tools are very important. Of course, when you are going to work with the research institutions, when we are going to work with the standard institutions, you really require these tools and big data. You will know in the field of library and information science. సో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే పోస్ట్ చేయండి, ఐ మేక్ ఇట్ క్లియర్. చెప్పండి ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే. మీరు నేను చెప్పగానే కాదు, మీరు ఒకసారి ఆ బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూడండి. అండ్ ద డాటా ఆల్సో విచ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ డాటా యూ కెన్ విచ్ ద బుక్ ఈజ్ పబ్లిష్డ్ సో అండ్ సో ఇయర్, బట్ టుడే ఈస్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 2 or 3 years. So it better you take latest data when you are going to write the examinations. It will helpful to you, because what we feel that the data which you new data you are producing means you are accurate currently providing. We feel that you are in the field, or otherwise whatever the book they mentioned, we copied and all those things. చెప్పండి ఇంకేమైనా ఉంటే చెప్పండి, ఐ విల్ సాల్వ్ ఇట్. ఎందుకంటే క్లాస్ టైం అయిందండి, ఆల్రెడీ 10 minutes దాటినట్టుంది. గులుగుతారు.
No, sir. Durga Prasad sir class is not there, sir. Now.
లేదా ఈరోజు లేదా? మరి సంబడి సెడ్
లేదు sir.
క్లాస్ ఇట్ ఇదే.
లేదు సార్, లేదు క్లాస్ లేదు దుర్గా ప్రసాద్ సార్.
వాళ్ళకి మీటింగ్ ఉంటుంది ఈరోజు. షెల్ ఐ కంటిన్యూ? ఒకసారి రాజా సార్ని అడగండి, నేను ఇంకో హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్
Yes, sir.
ఎక్స్ట్రా
Continue,
తీసుకోండి దీని
sir.
మీద. అంటే మీరు కాదు, మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళకి ఇబ్బంది కాకుండా ఉండేటందుకు ఆస్క్ రాజా సార్. అండ్ షెల్ ఐ
ఓకే
కంటిన్యూ?
సార్, నేను అడుగుతా సార్, నేను అడిగి చెప్తాను.
ఓకే, నేను లైన్లోనే ఉంటాను. వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ అండి, ఏమైందండి? హలో హలో హలో
సార్ ఫోన్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయట్లేదు.
ఆహా.
సార్ కంటిన్యూ
అంటే
చేయండి
ఇప్పుడు
సార్.
నాకు నోను అట్లా
దుర్గాప్రసాద్
కాదు,
సార్ మీకు
అంటే
తెలుసు సార్.
నోను అయితే ఇప్పుడు మాకు మధ్యాహ్నం మనం క్లాస్ చెప్తుంటే అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీ వాళ్ళు చెప్పినారు కదా సార్, మీ క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది, టైం అయిపోయిందని.
ఓకే ఓకే
అంటే దీంట్లో చెప్పే వాళ్ళకు దుర్గా ప్రసాద్ క్లాసు ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం లేకపోయింది, తెలుగు మీడియం ఉంటది కదా ఒకటి.
సార్. ఇది ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, దేని దానికి సపరేట్ షెడ్యూల్ సార్.
నో నో నో, నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే ఇంకెవరికి ఏమైనా ఉండిందా?
లేదు సార్, వేరే ఏదో అలర్ట్ చేయలేదు.
సరే, నేను ఒక అంటే కొద్దిసేపు అనేది చెప్తాను, ఎందుకంటే నాకు కూడా కొంచెం క్లాస్ ఇంకా సాటిస్ఫై అయినట్టు అనిపించలేదు.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
See, big data usually for utilization in the field of library science and so when we are usually librarian work is when we are gathering the information or when we are collecting the information uh, of usually users, what they are asking, they are browsing the information from the various sources or from the internet or whatever it may be. So when we are going to access, we are getting enormous of the data that you can take that Google. I said this with the help of the Hadoop and the Fedora and all those things, how it will help means it will segregate with the formatting the data, subject to the data, visualization of the data, which data you require actually. You take Hadoop and add it with these particular formatting data I required. Visual data it will come. Now our PDF format data is required. Or those particular discipline అంటే ఇక్కడ సబ్జెక్టు, ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ లో అయితే మనకు అవసరం ఉందో ఎట్లాంటి ఫార్మాట్ కావాలనో విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ పర్టికులర్ టూల్స్ ఇట్ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ, isn't it? See, these much of volume of the data. That particular data is automatically segregating with the help of these tools and simultaneously which type of format, which type of the data you require of in your field. So these tools will help you. I'll tell you one thing example. I need library automation data in the worldwide. So there's an automatically when we are going to browse the data in the internet, it will come reflect 120 pages data will come. How can you say that this data, how much of the data, these 120 pages, how much of time it will take to read it, how much of the time to at least watch it will take minimum 2 to 3 days time. I need only 10 to 15 minutes. How can this data be segregated? So with the help of these tools, just go and check it. I need a wonderful library automation picture is required. With the help of the visualization of the data, you can check it. At least 10 to 20 pictures will come. Which standard pictures I'm telling? It's a normal pictures. You take one picture, you can utilize it. Or when we are going to use or writing an article, always we say that just we are now entering into the data in the Google, go to the image format, we are getting access the images. But it is not like that exactly. There are a number of resources are available, one or two picks we are using. But I'm a scientist. I need more different, more difficult, and more. Nobody as of now unused photographs I required. You can use it big data visual tools. You can apply it. You can find wonderful visualization of the data. The data that picture may use in your research work. So see, information communication technology is wonderful, but how far you are going to use for academic work, research work, the good purpose, it is good. When we are going to use bad purpose, that's a different issue. And come to the citation standard, and I said, sir, Scopus index is good, UGC care is good, no, science citation is good. I said, before 2016, 16 November or September, exactly, I don't know. There is no, all journals are having ISS number that we can say that when we are going to use for the CAS interviews and examination purpose, they will ask us, do you have ISSN number articles? Later, they said, and before 2016, they said that, UGC listed journals, whatever the journals you published or you produced, that journal is having an UGC list. Yes, I haven't used this. And later they asked for the UGK list. That means first you check ISSN number and filtration quality improved for the improved quality for ISSN number to UGC listed journals. That means ISSN listed journals to UGC listed journals means quality improved. From UGC listed journals to UGC care listed, that means they are trying to improve their quality. They said, UGC care listed journals are wonderful. From UGC care journal listed high standard, that we can say that is Scopus index. From that, Web of Science citation index. So in that, Scopus index 1, 2, 3, science citation 1, 2, 3, and again they said then some nature journals, Springer journals, some standard journals it is there. What is the standard means? The quality of work, quality of measures, quality of filters, quality of production, quality of dimensions, quality of production. These all are maintaining, those who are maintaining, they said that this particular article is having standardization, this particular journal is having wonderful rank or wonderful citation. So based on that, we can say that in this particular journal is good. This particular journal is maintaining good impact factor, good rank, good citation report. And come to the another this thing, we can say that citation researchers. When the researcher citation reports means when one particular person is producing article, books, or journal, whatever it may be, based on his standard, some specific image will be there. Whenever he is producing one particular content with some, now people are, this particular author is producing wonderful article, good books and good journals and all those things. People are eagerly waiting to take information from his work. That means, most of the people are citing their articles. How can we say that, this particular person is, earlier we used to say that orally, now we used to say that in a citation, what is the H index of your article, what is the G index of your article, what is the citation score and all those things. So based on that, we can say that this particular, person is having a good high academic standard of articles are producing, books are producing, journals are producing, that we can say that with the help of the, I said, ResearchGate, I said, Scopus, with one databases, or with IRINS, Sheroes, I said, Google Scholar, with the help of, all these databases will help you. The academic standardization who are maintaining, there will be network between these persons, so automatically it will reflect, and it will shows that you are one of the standard persons in the in your area, in your field. That automatically it will shows in that databases, and simultaneously if you are better than remaining person, it will shows like that. Or if any person better person than you, better number of articles produced people, or number high quality of the people produced, also it will reflect you that at that time it will shows that we are also improve like them. Most of the people, professors or scientists, what they will do is uh,
సార్ వాయిస్ వినబడట్లేదు సార్.
మీ వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తలేదు సార్.
with the ఇంత పెద్ద data when you are produced, how you are providing to the your library, you are going to provide. That means it will shows that automatically with the help of the tools we are going to provide. But with the help of the tools you are going to provide means you have to know the tools, how your data sets, how you have to divide it, how you have to discipline it, how you have to provide it, which data, how which format they require it, how you supposed to format it. So these all are part and parcel of the big data aggregation, structuring, organization, and all are part of this. And I said, traditional usage, big data usage, traditional usage, system structure, and schema, architecture, and all those things they reflected. What only thing is, earlier we used to normal, of course, when we are using in the internet system also, with the tools, without tools, how we are providing services to the user community. So this is the today class. You have any doubts? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. సార్ మీకేం అర్థమైందో చెప్పండి నేను చెప్పిన దాంట్లో.
Size of data, usage of data.
గుడ్.
About big data, then citations, then impact ఎలా ఉంది అని చెప్పారు సార్ మీరు.
ఓకే.
And the data cleaning tools.
ఫుట్ నోట్స్, ఎండ్ నోట్స్, రిఫరెన్సెస్, బిబ్లియోగ్రాఫిక్ డీటెయిల్స్.
గుడ్.
రీసెర్చర్ కి ఏ ఫార్మాట్ లో కావాలో అది చెప్పారు మీరు, PDF అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్.
Sir, what is the meaning of this repositories, the next unit read?
Repositories
So
means
what?
yes. A repository means whatever the articles, whatever the academic work, exactly we can say that academic work which is produced from one particular institution. Suppose I am working with the CCMB or IICT. Whatever the members of IICT, CCMB produced, either a articles or a books or a patents or a journals or survey reports or whatever it may be. These all the data we are put into our website as a repository. This repository will help you in future or at present, somebody those who really require this information. Most of the research repositories, it will provide public domain freely. It will give the guidance to the future generation. Because somebody will come after his retirement, or somebody is willing to work in the same area. This repository, whatever the data they add it, directly or indirectly, it will help us to as a literature review, isn't it?
Like
ఏం
we
లేదు,
can
ఒక
say it as a review.
ఇట్స్ నాట్ రివ్యూ. ఒక సంస్థ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసినటువంటి అకాడమిక్ వర్క్స్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ మనం ఒక పబ్లిక్ డొమైన్ లో పెట్టి ఆ సంస్థ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసినటువంటి వర్క్స్ ను కొందరు పబ్లిక్ డొమైన్ లో పెట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓపెన్ టు యాక్సెస్ ఎనీ వన్ ఆర్ సమ్ పీపుల్ వీఆర్ నాట్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ టు షేర్. It will share only, or it will see only titles. If you are willing to use, means you can come down to our institution, you can access from our library.
సార్ JGate Infliminate రిపాజిటరీ అనొచ్చా సార్?
Infliminate, it is having repository. JGate, it's not. It's a one like it's a consortium as a private institutions. No? Infliminate, it is having a repository. ఇప్పుడు whatever the that we can say, ఎందుకు సైన్స్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది సైన్స్ రీసెర్చ్ ల్యాబొరేటరీస్ హావింగ్ దేర్ ఓన్ రిపాజిటరీస్ కదా. CCMB వాళ్ళది కూడా ఉండింది, NGRI వాళ్ళకి కూడా ఉండింది. ఆన్లైన్ లో పెడితేనేమో ఆన్లైన్ రిపాజిటరీ, ఫిజికల్ గా పెట్టుకుంటే ఫిజికల్ రిపాజిటరీ.
సో స్కోపస్ ఓన్లీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ వైజేనా సార్ యాక్సెస్ కి?
యూజువల్లీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ వైజే. అంటే వాడు సమ్మర్ లో ఈ కోవిడ్ పీరియడ్ నుంచి ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది టాప్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ కూడా దే ఆర్ గివింగ్ సమ్ ఎంబార్గో పీరియడ్. ఎంబార్గో పీరియడ్ అంటే ఒక 15 ఏళ్ల తర్వాత 20 years కంటే ముందు ఉన్నటువంటి వాటిని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకునేటందుకు ఫ్రీగా అవకాశం ఇస్తున్నారు. అంటే ఇదంతా ఎట్లాంటి పాలసీ అని అంటే, ఐ టెల్ యూ వన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. మనం ఫస్ట్ మొబైల్ యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు రిలయన్స్ వాడు పావలాకి ఒక అంటే అంటే 25 పైసాకి ఒక ఫోన్ కాల్ 1 minute. దాని తర్వాత ఫ్రీ ఫోన్ కాల్. అంటే వెన్ వీఆర్ అడిక్టెడ్ ఫర్ దాట్ నౌ దీస్ పీపుల్ వాట్ దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అండ్ ఎర్లియర్ we used to 3 months we supposed to pay 340, later 540, now 690, now 900 rupees for the 3 months. So day by day it will increasing. What happened if we are addicted for that? It is today mobile phones are mandatory in our life. It's a part and part life. So automatically without mobile phones we we can't move, we can't survive. Our position చేరుకున్నాం కాబట్టి automatically it will increasing. It is mandatory to purchase connectivity. The same thing tomorrow also. These publishers also are doing like that only. So one nation, one subscription definitely will help us. Of course, there are problems also. It is there, but it will help us. One nation, one subscription ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందండి మీకు?
ఎస్ సార్.
అది చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. అంటే
రీసెంట్ స్కీమ్ అనౌన్స్ బై పిఎం 6,000 crores తోటి.
yes. వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్. ఇంకా మీరు బాగా చదవాలి పుస్తకం. అంటే ఆర్టికల్స్ రాస్తే ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పేదంతా అర్థమవుతుంది. కానీ వాస్తవంగా కూడా ఇట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ థింగ్ టు నో. ఇవన్నీ మనం భవిష్యత్తులో మంచి మంచి రీసెర్చ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ లో పనిచేసేటందుకు ఆర్ యూనో ఇంకా ఏదైనా అంటే 5 స్టాండర్డ్ ఎదిగేటందుకు ఇట్లాంటి, అందుకనే రీసెర్చ్ వర్క్ అంటే అంత ఈజీ టాస్క్ కాదు. ఇట్స్ వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్ అనమాట. అట్లా ఇంకా ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నదా? అడగండి, టైం ఉంది కదా. ఏం లేదు, మీరు ఎంత క్వాలిటీగా నేర్చుకుంటే అంత ఉపయోగపడుతుంది మీకు. ఇట్ ఈస్ మ్యాండేటరీ అనమాట. అట్లా వీలుంటే ఈరోజు సాక్షి న్యూస్ పేపర్ చూడండి, నా కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ కూడా వచ్చింది. ఈ మన
చూశాం సార్.
అదే అట్లా దాంట్లో అంటే ఓన్లీ పాజిటివ్స్ ఉంటాయి, నెగిటివ్స్ కూడా రాసామంట. అఫ్ కోర్స్ వన్ నేషన్ వన్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఈజ్ గుడ్, బట్ సైమల్టేనియస్లీ దాంట్లో ఇన్ డెప్త్ గా చూస్తే if the government is paying 6,000 crores, whatever the content which is available, already 40% of the content is free in the society. Why we unnecessarily pay the 40% of content to the paisa? It's waste కదా. అది కొంచెం మనం అంటే ఇన్ డెప్త్ గా వెళ్తేనే వి నోస్. అది సరే, లెట్ ఇట్ బి. అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక ఇట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ డెసిషన్ టు ది రీసెర్చర్స్. Okay, మరి. Shall I take leave?
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.